This is the Gseat so far. It's just the top half. Those are the two drums with the two sets of connecting rods. These connecting rods here will connect to these doors slash flaps, and the flaps currently are in the wrong place. As you see, when they both move inwards, it just creates this giant gap that your body will fall into. So your body won't stay on the same plane. As these things move, your body will be moving in and out of this cavity, essentially, which is not what we want to have happen. So I have to redesign it, and I'm going to relocate these 2x4s, essentially, that the hinges are mounted onto, there and there. So I'm going to move these basically inboard, probably around about there, somewhere just inside of the drum mount location. So that way, when these connecting rods will be connected here, they'll pull backwards. They'll actuate from here. This will be the fulcrum instead of way out here. So if I have two fulcrums here and here, then that will basically be about the same width of the muscles on the outside of your spinal cord. So hopefully when the paddles move in and out, it won't change your plane where you're at. You won't dip into the cavity of the seat. The paddles will just extend outwards from the fulcrum here. The paddles will just come out further instead of it dipping in. So that line will be moved out to, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches, 4 or 5 inches, something like that. That's what we want for both sides, instead of having this huge gap. I'm gonna move it to the inside there, and then it'll be a much smaller gap, and hopefully the motors will be able to handle it. I'm reusing the 2 wiper motors. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. There we go. The 2 wiper motors that I used for the original 2 DOF that I built. I've got these on connecting rods that are connected to the drums on either side there, and the drums will have seat belts, a 4-point harness essentially connected to it. So the way that works, it's like the Bergeson seat. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but essentially, as the drums rotate back and forwards, as it rotates backwards, it's going to pull the paddle backwards. As that rotates backwards, it's going to pull the paddle backwards, which should give you tension on your outer, like, lat, essentially, and the seatbelt will loosen as the paddle moves inward, because it should be shoving you forward instead of it shoving you backwards like it currently does, dropping you backwards. It should shove you kind of forward when it's built correctly, and so you want the seatbelts to slack. And then when the paddles are pushed all the way forward, like in this position, essentially, this will tighten the seat belts. So when you full brake, these will go full forward, and then the seat belt will retract backwards, which would pull you into these paddles, which should give you the sensation of braking. And so this is just the top half of the Bergeson seat design, with modifications, of course. So after I get that all redone, I'll make another video after I get the electronics all wired up and when I'm testing it.